Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading, and a few of you guys in the comments were asking me to do a reading on Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj and whether she's going to be on the 5th album or on Doja Cat's alleged deluxe album for Planet Her, okay? So before we get into the reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications, okay? And we're going to start off with this. How does Nicki Minaj really feel about Doja Cat, the artist? How does Nicki Minaj truly feel about Doja Cat, the artist? Interesting. Very interesting. So I'm seeing that when it comes to her personal feelings, she's very detached from them. The Devil card in reverse, this talks about detachment, okay? So it doesn't seem like they have, I would say, a super close bond. The Five of Pentacles, this talks about a loss, okay? So the Five of Pentacles, this talks about taking a loss. We also have the Six of Pentacles. This talks about gossip. This talks about sharing. This talks about communication. So when it comes to Doja Cat and Nicki, there's been a lot of gossip about them behind the scenes. It could be in regards to the collaboration, you know, because I've heard that they have a bunch of songs in the stash. Well, not a bunch. I would say like 2 songs in the stash that have not been released, okay? But it doesn't seem like they have like a super close personal relationship, okay? We do have the Seven of Swords here. This talks about deceit. This talks about secrets. This talks about being sneaky. So it's almost like the energy that I'm kind of picking up on is that Nicki kind of feels like at any moment, you know, she could switch on me, okay, at any given moment. Not saying that Doja Cat will. I'm just saying that that's how Nicki feels like at any moment Doja Cat could switch on me, okay? We do have the Hierophant card in reverse. This talks about challenging the status quo. So in regards to that, that probably has a lot to do with the Say So record. You know, going #1, competing against Megan and Beyonce, challenging the status quo, still having perseverance. So that's what, you know, the Hierophant card represents, okay? So it does seem as though like Nicki has her guard up when it comes to Doja Cat, only because she kind of feels like at any moment, you know, she can, you know, switch up on me or act different. And it probably has a lot to do with her experience with, you know, Cardi B, Cash Doll, Megan Thee Stallion, you know, Trina. So I think she just has her guard up, okay? Let's see. How does Doja Cat feel about Nicki Minaj? Doja Cat, the artist. How does she feel about Nicki Minaj? Okay, so Doja Cat is actually very fond of Nicki Minaj. The Lovers card is here. This talks about harmony. So thinks that, you know, they would be a good team. The Ace of Pentacles, it talks about opportunities together. This also talks about growth. So she feels like being around Nicki Minaj, she'll be able to have a lot of growth, or being compared to Nicki Minaj, she'll be able to grow as an artist. She sees that being linked to Nicki Minaj and doing a record with Nicki Minaj has given her a lot of opportunities. So the Ace of Pentacles, this talks about growth, opportunities, abundance, okay? So she sees Nicki as a person that, you know, being beside her, being next to her, that gives her a lot of opportunities. We also have the Ace of Swords. This talks about extending the olive branch. So this probably has a lot to do with them working together again. You know, I've heard, like I said before, that they do have songs in the stash that have not been released. We also have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This talks about bad luck. So she kind of feels like Nicki doesn't have good luck when it comes to the industry. You know, she's on the outside basically. And then we have the Eight of Swords in here. This talks about being between a rock and a hard place basically. It's almost like she wants to collab with Nicki, but she also doesn't want to be sabotaged. Okay, so she kind of feels trapped. You see how this lady, she's like, I don't know which way to go. She kind of feels trapped. Like, I want to work with Nicki Minaj. I want to be able to be successful while working with Nicki Minaj. But I also don't want my career to end or people trying to sabotage me. Okay. So, but she is very fond of Nicki. Okay. She sees that being attached to Nicki, that's going to bring her a lot of growth. People are going to, you know, pay attention to her. She's gained a lot of fans from being around Nicki. So she does like Nicki Minaj. Okay. Let's see. Is Nicki on the deluxe version of Planet Her? Will Nicki Minaj be on the deluxe version of Planet Her? Nicki Minaj, will she be on the deluxe version of Planet Her? Okay, so I'm definitely not getting that Nicki will be on the deluxe version. Hopefully things could change, because as we all know, that Nicki can hand in her verse last minute, okay? Her album comes out on the 25th. People said that some songs are leaking already, of course. Hopefully, you know, a lot of people don't hear the leaks, but I'm not really getting that, you know, she's going to be on Planet Her. The Four of Pentacles, this talks about greed. This talks about bad investment. So the energy I'm picking up on is her team doesn't think it's a good idea. They think it's a bad investment, okay? The Two of Cups, this talks about disharmony, not being on the same page, okay? It's almost like she wants to do the feature, but they don't want her to, okay? And then we have the Three of Cups. This has a lot to do with her team, her friends, warning her about, you know, sabotaging herself, okay? And then we got the Two of Wands. This talks about just stagnation, not being able to move forward. We also got the Two of Pentacles. This talks about having a lot of on your plate. The energy I'm picking up on this card, this talks about, you know, having your plate full. And I'm getting that this has a lot to do with Nicki. Nicki's probably very busy right now, so her plate is full. She doesn't have a lot of time. So it's like when she does something, she's committed to it, okay? So it doesn't look like she could be on the deluxe version right now, but the album comes out on the 25th. That's what, in a week and a half. So maybe, you know, they'll change their mind last minute. Because, you know, Nicki can hand in her verse last minute. She can hand in her verse like within a day. And it won't take long to master, hopefully. But we do have the King of Cups. This talks about being inspired, passion. So she's very inspired by Nicki Minaj. A lot of people were saying how she kind of resembles Nicki in the cover art for her recent single that's dropping tomorrow. And she's very inspired by Nicki. Nicki is the King of Cups to her. Passion, inspired, you know, a leader, success. So she does like Nicki because she's inspired by her. She's a fan. Let's see. Will Doja Cat be on the 5th album for Nicki Minaj? Will Doja Cat be on Nicki Minaj's 5th album? Doja Cat. Will she be on Nicki Minaj's 5th album? Okay. So there is an opportunity. The Ace of Cups, it talks about an opportunity, having a prosperous future. This talks about success. So there is an opportunity. I don't see that's on here right now, but it, you know, she's probably still working on the album. So the strength card, this talks about, you know, wisdom, having strength, perseverance, moving forward. So it does look like there's a possibility, but it doesn't look like it's a guaranteed 100% right now. We have the Six of Cups. This talks about lack of playfulness, you know, kind of trying to move forward, helping someone. So she wouldn't mind mentoring Doja Cat. I mean, Doja Cat has her old stylist, has her old team, so she would not mind mentoring Doja Cat. But it looks like right now Doja Cat is not on, you know, the 5th album. But there is a potential that she could be. By the time that, you know, that rolls around, Nicki's 5th album, you know, they're probably going to have to make a new song and not those records that they have in the stash. Okay? And we got the 9 of Pentacles. This talks about kind of being satisfied, seeing potential and so on. So she sees the potential in Doja Cat. She just has her guard up. But it doesn't look like it's a guarantee right now. But the 5th album is not out yet, so anything can change. If you guys like this reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I hope you have a great day.